Well, how things play out here in Hong Kong will no doubt inform his decision about when to ease in the mainland. Certainly, if we have an orderly rollout, as we all hope, that would be, a factor probably encouraging him to, or at least giving him more confidence that ultimately China will be able to do the same. That said, we doubt that we'll see a significant easing in the mainland China COVID restrictions until next spring. We still need a round of booster shots for the elderly, and probably want to have more availability of things like COVID pills in the event of ultimately a COVID wave, which will surely happen at some point on reopening.
And the potential reopening and stabilisation in real estate and property, the two go hand in hand. Andrew, where do we stand when you look at credit spreads in terms of the debt and default cycle as it pertains to the property market in China?
We're still at a pretty elevated level of stress. As you said, COVID relaxation is at least a necessary, maybe not a sufficient condition, but a necessary condition for some meaningful improvement in the property sector. We've had a feedback loop, a kind of adverse feedback loop between developer financing and sales. We've noticed over the past year or so that the sales of developers that are under more financial stress are falling farther. So it's a feedback loop because people don't want to pre-buy an apartment from a developer that might not be able to finish it. So you see state-owned developers, their sales are holding up relatively better. The kind of higher quality, less stressed private developers next, and then the private developers that have had more credit stress have seen the biggest drop in sales. So the ones that need the funding the most are getting the least from pre-sales. So that the government will still need to address, we think, that feedback loop in order to stabilize and ultimately, partly bring back the sector of the economy.